Hey everybody, just a quick video. Let's say you have a clock, an antique clock, a cuckoo clock, where the timing is off. Let's say the low note lift lever strikes first, and then the gong, and then the high note lift lever. In order to fix that, you have to separate the strike great wheel away from the second wheel and rotate it one or two teeth. That way the hammer itself is barely missing one of the 8-point star wheel pins. But when you have a movement that you got nuts on it, you loosen the nuts to spread the plate apart, or you take the nut off on the strike side at the bottom to spread the plate apart enough, and you might have to loosen the nut on the time side, and you might have to loosen the nuts on the strike side at the top in order to spread that plate apart enough to pull out that great wheel out of the pivot hole to rotate it, because you don't want the second wheel to move. And that's where you use Rodico or whatever to make sure the second wheel and the count wheel levers don't move. This is not a pinned movement, but let's say you have a pinned movement. In order to do what I just told you with a pinned movement, you have to take the pins all the way out. And so once you start separating the plates, because there's nothing to stop the plate from going that far, you might accidentally pull the plate apart too much, and all your wheels inside will not explode, but move out of the way of the pivot holes. If you watch my video on me repairing an antique Groner clock, the antique Groner clock made by Eli Cherry, the Virgin crutch assembly is inside the plates, along with the count wheel. It's inside the plates. So I had trouble with that because it was a pinned movement of spreading the plates, putting the wheels in place without them moving too far on me. So that's where I took rubber bands. The rubber band is going to act the same way as if it had nuts on it. You spread the plates apart, and the rubber band is going to put pressure, just enough pressure to keep all the parts in place if you do it properly. That way you can add another wheel to it or rotate wheels as needed. So again, use rubber bands on pinned movements. You can even use rubber bands on the movements that have nuts on them, because it will help you keep the plates together as you put the parts in, or have to take a part out, like on a count wheel clock. You have to make sure that the gong, the low note and the high note lever is in the right spot. You have to make sure the second wheel is in the right spot. You have to make sure that the lever that goes into the count wheel is in the right spot, and that the third wheel with the warning pin is in the right spot. And so using the rubber bands help you when you only working by yourself and you wish you had an extra set of hands to help you with working on a movement. So anyway, I hope this helps. May God bless each and every one of you. And please leave me some comments and subscribe to my video channel. Thanks for watching.